That's a big boy.
Spending days in the ocean, fishermen get to experience the life of water unlike anyone else. From fish with human teeth and Poncho the sea lion to living dinosaurs and bird-like fish, here are times when fishermen captured what no one was supposed to see. Shark bites boat. We all know sharks to be the killer machines. Well, we're not wrong to call them that. They really do bite and try to kill everything they come across. And no, they won't even leave a boat. And unfortunately, the boat was inflatable. Still, the fishermen managed to take it to the shore on time, and thus did not drown or anything.
Oh, real tight. Okay. Oh, man.
According to some, it was just curiosity, and the shark was not making an attack. Still, it was quite strange that these people were out in the ocean, following great whites in a rubber boat, don't you think? Before moving any further, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you can keep watching our amazing content. Fish with human teeth. Out of every weird thing humans might have ever come across, this thing has to be on top. Called the sheep's head fish, it has crammed in its mouth perfect rows of teeth that look like a dentist's dream come true. But a fish having such teeth, it really is weird to be honest. These chompers the fish have are designed for crushing the food more than chewing it, especially the hard shells, as their diet consists of mollusks and crustaceans. It is called the sheep head due to its striking resemblance to the muzzle of a sheep. Grouper fish. Grouper fish are known to be the monsters of the sea. They are large, they are huge, and they are dangerous. And no, you should not think that if one is caught and tied by a fisherman, it will be less dangerous. And for reference, you can just watch this clip where the grouper fish saw the opportunity and knew it had to just take it. Isn't it incredible? A close call. Out on a research trip, these men were just moving on with their journey without knowing what awaits them. Looking for a great white shark, the man in the front did not know that there was just one beneath him, coming to bite a big chunk out of him. Good thing he was on a high enough and strong enough platform, or he would have been in the shark's stomach.
Holy.
Still, it is amazing how perfectly calculated the attack was, and how accurately the shark knew where the guy was standing. Whiskey inside fish. Recently, a fisherman caught more than what he had hoped for. His catch of the day even got internet users talking across the globe. A young fisherman was observed cutting a large fish on the table. Everything was normal until he started cleaning the fish's internal organs. As the dissection of the fish's stomach made him realize there was something inside it, and when he took it out, it was a glass bottle.
Jackpot.
The best part, though, was when he showed it. It was a bottle of Fireball Cinnamon whiskey that had never been opened. A shark lands on boat. Imagine you're a fisherman trying to make a living out in the ocean, all happy and content catching small fish. And then, all of a sudden, a great white shark decides to jump out of the water and land on your boat. It struggles a bit, but then it stops moving because the shark knows that it's stuck there and can't get away without anyone's help. Even though the video ended there, you don't worry. The shark remained unharmed and was released in the water safely. A different style. The Maldivian style of fishing is said to be better for us and our dear land, as it provides around 10% of the world's canned tuna today. Due to the size and speed of tuna, as well as the fact that pole and line fishermen catch one tuna at a time and immediately haul it onto the boat, there is very little danger of accidental hooking too. The 7 commercially significant tuna species that these fishermen target include skipjack and some albacore, both of which have largely healthy stocks. It is not just the best environmentally friendly way to catch environmentally friendly tuna, but also a sight to watch. Poncho the sea lion. Days on a boat in the middle of the ocean aren't always as boring as they might seem to some. In fact, there's a chance that a sea lion might appear out of nowhere and make your caught fish its lunch. It will merrily enjoy the feast, let you pet itself, and then leave with a big chunky fish for dinner. And yeah, if you want to experience the same thing, you can go visit the Sea of Cortez and meet Poncho the sea lion. The trophy fish. These two fishermen caught two big fish, and they were very much busy taking pictures with their trophies they just got their hands on. And that is when a sea lion spotted its lunch and decided that it's gonna get it no matter what. So it came near them, jumped out of the water, and went back in a second along with the fish. And this thief was no one else than our naughty Poncho the sea lion. A penguin hops on. Life is precious to everyone, be it humans or animals. And same is with penguins too. When this little penguin was being chased by a killer whale, it saw no other options but to jump on the boat full of humans and stay there until the danger was gone. After the first try failed, it got onto the boat on its second jump and stayed there knowing the killer whale could not reach it now. Isn't it hilarious how the penguin knew that there was safety in the boat? A sea lion hug. Out in the ocean, this man got to live a once-in-a-lifetime kind of moment when a sea lion approached him and wanted some snuggles. At first, it kept spinning around the man and it looked like it was trying to bite the head off. But that wasn't the case, as the female sea lion was just in for some wholesome interaction with the human being she saw. So they had a huge hug and some slippery cuddles before the man returned to the boat. The sea lion was still in no mood to let him go. A bear steals fish. This fisherman finally saw a fish after a long time and did not even get to take it in his hands as the bear approached it before him and took it away.
He took his fish. That's why you gotta leave him in the water.
Maybe it was a mama bear taking lunch for its cubs. Well, good thing the fisherman didn't try to fight the bear for the fish, or we wouldn't have been able to include it on our list. Bamboo fish traps. The age-old activity of fishing has evolved greatly and occasionally, and still sometimes even the most basic equipment can result in a successful catch. See how these crafty fishermen lure fish straight into their traps by placing bamboo shoots in the mud to connect shallow water to a hole near the shore. When baited a little bit, the fish can literally chase the scent through the bamboo before being caught into the trap. Since fish, crabs, and eels have evolved over millions of years, discovering holes in the bank is very normal. So they seek out the holes, especially when the scent of prey is present, since they use them to hide in, causing less mess than other ways of fishing. A wrong decision. It is not the case that fishermen have always caught weird creatures and angry sharks at the sea. Sometimes they catch some funny moments too. For instance, look at this man. He was so happy with his fish that he forgot what he had to throw into the water. Rest in peace, dear phone. Electrofishing. Considered as the cruelest method ever for catching fish, electrofishing is the stuff of the fish's nightmares. As terrifying as it may appear, fishermen still use this method to catch a lot of fish quickly in various parts of the world, particularly in lakes, rivers, and other freshwater areas. However, because it is an easy method for the fishermen and the fish have no chance to defend themselves or flee for their lives, doing this to catch fish is outlawed in many nations. The fish usually die a cruel death, as we can see in the video. So yeah, it better be banned everywhere. The woman who sharks love. When I first saw this video, I thought, you know what? Sharks can really make good pets. I mean, look at them all lovey-dovey. But then I look at other videos of sharks and thought, nope, no way. But well, unlike me, this woman is really fond of sharks, and vice versa. Because the sharks, as you may see, are very, very comfortable around the woman too. Christina Zenato, the woman, is the only one who has such a special bond with these sharks, and the sharks too love the touch of the suit on their skin. A great white attack. We know great white sharks to be hunters. They follow their prey and kill it by themselves. But don't they sometimes also deserve to be a little lazy and let the fishermen do the hard stuff? After which they will just take a big chunk out of the caught fish and leave a little part for the fishermen too. And this shark did this not once, but twice. Every time the man catches a fish, the shark eats a big part of it before it reaches the boat. Pretty smart, I'd say. Fishing whales. At first they make bubbles, attract the fish, and as soon as enough fish are at one place, the humpback whales make their moves. They have developed this technique over years, an ingenious method of fishing for herring. However, it only works when a lot of whales do it all together. Solo practices have also been witnessed, but they're not as successful. Mostly a group of 20 or more humpback whales are seen trapping the fish at once. A strange deal. We know we're here to share with you the strangest and weirdest things which have been caught out there in the water. But this entry remains the most wholesome in today's list. Usually penguins and seals don't go together very well, but these two had a different kind of situation. After following the penguin all the way to the spot where the seal could actually easily devour it in a minute, they decided to have a little talk first. And maybe the penguin had better arguments against the seal, as it just went away after the small debate between them. The craziest thing is that there is absolutely nothing to explain this. The seal worked hard to chase that penguin and for a meal. He needed that penguin to eat to survive, yet he just let him go. Life under ice. As the entire movie was shot upside down, when this movie first appeared online, millions of people debated it and attempted to interpret it. Inverted in the water was the cameraman. Inverted in the water, the fisherman. They were hung on the underside of the frozen lake surface rather than standing on it. Similar to this, when the surface of the body of water you're diving in has frozen solid, you can practice ice diving, an advanced kind of technical diving. Due to this, ice diving takes place in an area with a frozen ceiling that prohibits you from surfacing in the event that you run out of air or if another emergency arises. A mammoth remains. This video shows a fisherman who discovered a mammoth tusk in a river. It most likely sprung from the permafrost that had melted there. As unfortunate as it is, the climate change is forcing the permafrost in Siberia to thaw, and this major environmental issue causes the temperature to rise. So once frozen land begins to defrost, and woolly mammoth bones emerge as a priceless archaeological find. The remains of hundreds of thousands of these enormous mammoths are thought to be buried in the permafrost in Siberia, one of the last big wildernesses on Earth. And that is why so many people are involved in these dangerous hunts for the remains, just to sell them at high prices. A playful whale shark. Sometimes dangerous, sometimes playful. Beings under the water could never be predictive. For instance, this whale shark. It almost gave a heart attack to the diver, but when you watch the video carefully, the shark was in no mood to attack anyone. It was playing with the humans, because if it was in mood, we might have never gotten our hands on this video clip. Don't you think so? Stilt fishing. It is a fishing technique that is exclusive to the island nation of Sri Lanka, which is situated in the Indian Ocean off the coast of India. A few feet offshore, the fishermen are perched on a crossbar known as a pita that is fastened to a vertical pole. Although the technique appears rudimentary and archaic, stilt fishing is a relatively new pastime that is thought to have begun during World War II, which means old but not that old. The fisherman casts his line from his elevated position and waits till a fish comes along to be caught. It's incredible how these fishermen are so creative with their ways. Barehanded shark fishing. In Melanesia, young boys have to pass terrible initiation tests to reach adulthood. To gain respect in their tribe, they have to do what their elders and their elders did, and that is to learn how to catch sharks with bare hands. Most adults there have mastered this technique, and in this video, one is seen doing it too. They lure the shark with bait, and as soon as it comes near, he catches it with just a little effort. The strength of this man must be wild. To grip and hold onto a 6-foot shark and basically just manhandle it like he did is mind-blowing. A living dinosaur. Also known as the living dinosaurs, sturgeon is something which survived the thing which dinosaurs couldn't. According to the fisheries biologists, sturgeon have existed as long as 200 million years ago, and in this video, you can see how large and massive these terrifying creatures are. This one was said to be around 600 pounds and 10.5 feet long. This is what real monsters are, and this is why everyone should stay away from the water. Beluga whales singing. Known as the white whales and the Russian spy whales, the belugas with an IQ of 155 stand among the most intelligent animals. And apart from their other amazing skills, which include playing with things and humans, they can also sing. And that too in sync and a very sweet voice. Aren't these beluga whales just amazing? A bird-faced fish. A fish with a head peculiarly shaped like a bird was found in southwestern China's Guizhou province. It's believed to be a grass carp, and an expert said it may have gotten hurt when it was still an embryo. Even though the fish was released in the end, nothing was proven about it. Was it really a grass carp, or was it something else which hasn't been discovered yet? With only 5% of the ocean explored, we should be open to every possibility, no? A needlefish. The name sounds sharp? Well, the needlefish is just like this: sharp, diminutive, quick, and hazardous. Not only that, but these creatures are also capable of flying through the air. Is there anything else they can't accomplish? Numerous instances of needlefish attacking people have been documented. A person came extremely near to some and had his canoe pierced. Beware of the flying needles when you're out in the sea, and I guess leaving won't help in this situation. However, attempt to protect yourself from these living needles. Saving a baby whale shark. In Indonesia, a baby whale shark got caught by the local fishermen. Very excited, they brought their catch to the shore. They were all in to either sell it or have a nice dinner. But good thing a scuba diver from Moscow was nearby and he intervened. Telling them how precious the thing is was probably useless. So he bought the shark for 1 million Indonesian rupees and then set the shark free. Or the locals were all in to make the baby whale some kind of trophy in their homes. Sleeping whales. Out of all the creepy things, seeing whales sleeping in the middle of the ocean is one of the creepiest. I mean, imagine, you go for a dive, and as soon as you go under the surface of the water, you see these massive whales all motionless floating there. You'll have a mini heart attack, no? As much as this might be beautiful and astonishing for some, for others, it can just be the stuff of their nightmares. For me, it is just beautiful, serene, and terrifying all at once. You let us know what you guys think. Ghostfish. Its real name isn't the ghostfish. Instead, its real name is the dreamfish. I know it doesn't really look dreamy here, but watch it under the water and you'll know why it got this name. It is considered to be one of the strangest pieces of ocean life and looks like some kind of miniature jelly whale or dolphin. The body is transparent, and the spinal cord and rib-like features can be seen from outside the fish. Divers and fishermen have always been excited whenever they met one of these. But being rare, not everyone does. Man catches fish bare-handed. Do not get fooled by the age or the appearance of this man. He is a total pro at what he does. And see, it is that easy for him to catch a fish all bare-handed. Just take a small bait, hold it in the water, wait patiently for a few minutes, and try not to let the fish slip out of your hand. That is all the steps that he takes. This man has got supernatural abilities. Giant pyrosomes. Which looks like a big tube under the water, is actually a giant pyrosome. These are slow-moving, free-floating colonial structures which live in the warm seas. They are cylindrical or cone-shaped and usually very long, and have also been called the unicorns of the sea because they're unique, strange, and said to appear out of nowhere. And yes, you can swim through them if that's what you're thinking, because it can easily grow large enough to let a human through it easily. A sawfish. One of the ocean's most unusual-looking species is the giant sawfish, somewhat of a combination of a ray and a shark. These creatures are also known as the carpenter fish. You might be wondering what exactly their saw is and how it's utilized after noticing that they have a long, unusual flattened snout with a saw-like surface along both ends. The sawfish skeleton and saw are both constructed of cartilage. Once their victim is stunned, they thrash about near the sea floor with their saw-like spines to immobilize them. The sawfish approaches and uses their teeth inside their mouth to savor a tasty meal. The subscriber's pick. This picture was taken by someone who thought he had seen a mermaid. The woman does look like a mermaid, but it seems like it had been trapped maybe, and is trying to get out of the water. Mermaids can and cannot be real, so we're not really sure if this picture is of a real one or is photoshopped. Feel free to let us know in the comments below. Eagle steals fish. This fisherman was busy sorting his catch and arranging the fish when a stubborn bald eagle came near him and decided to not leave until he had gotten what he came for. He tried to shoo it away, but nope, the eagle will only leave when the food has been given to it. And finally, he did get it. So what did we learn from this? If the freedom bird wants your fish, you give freedom bird your fish. Well, that's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching the video.